Welcome back to World This Week. I'm Dhruvan Shankar of IG2 from the International School of Thrissur with your weekly update on what's happening around the globe. Netanyahu defends Gaza City takeover. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has defended his planned military takeover of Gaza City in the face of growing international condemnation and anger, with the UN officials warning that the move would lead to another calamity in the embattled, starving enclave. Israel kills multiple journalists in Gaza. An Israeli strike in Gaza City Sunday night killed 7 people, including 5 staff members from the news network Al Jazeera. The Israeli military said it targeted and killed Al Jazeera correspondent Anas al-Sharif, a prominent journalist who has extensively covered the war from inside Gaza, after accusing him of leading a Hamas cell, an allegation al-Sharif and his network had previously denied. Australia will recognize Palestine, says Prime Minister Albanese. After a cabinet meeting, Australia's PM Anthony Albanese said that the country's decision to recognize Palestine will be formalized at the UN General Assembly in September. New Zealand considering recognition of Palestinian state, says Foreign Minister. New Zealand is considering recognition of a Palestinian state, Foreign Minister Winston Peters said on Monday. Prime Minister Christopher Luxon's cabinet would make a formal decision in September and present the government's approach at the UN Leaders' Week, he said. Chinese Navy ship collides with its own Coast Guard ship. A Chinese Navy vessel collided with a China Coast Guard ship while chasing a Philippine patrol boat near the disputed Scarborough Shoal in South China Sea. This reported collision is the latest in a series of confrontations between China and the Philippines in the South China Sea. The Scarborough Shoal, a triangular chain of reefs and rocks, has been a flashpoint between the countries since China seized it from the Philippines in 2012, 13 years ago. New Brazil development law risks Amazon deforestation, warns UN. A new law in Brazil could cause significant environmental harm and human rights violation and represents a quote-unquote rollback for decades of protections in Brazil, including for the Amazon. Lawmakers have passed plans to simplify environmental licenses for infrastructure, including roads, dams, energy, and mines this month. Critics have dubbed it the devastation bill and say it could lead to environmental abuses and deforestation. From Kerala to Kagoshima, 2 months after a British F-35 fighter jet made an emergency landing in Kerala's Thiruvananthapuram International Airport following a technical snag, another one had to make an emergency landing in Japan's Kagoshima Airport on Sunday due to a malfunction, according to reports. Low-pressure system over Bay of Bengal may revive rains in Kerala after a subdued phase. After remaining feeble for over a week, the southwest monsoon may gain some strength by the end of this week. As a harbinger, a low-pressure area is likely to form over the northwest and adjoining west-central Bay of Bengal around mid-August. India's under-20 women's team qualifies for the AFC Asian Cup 2026 after a 20-year wait. India's U20 women team booked their place at the AFC U20 Women's Asian Cup 2026 with a 1-0 win over the host Myanmar in Yangon. Pooja Narwal's first-half header proved decisive, ending a 20-year wait to book India's place at the Asian Cup 2026 to be held in Thailand. Celebrations erupted on the pitch as the dream became a reality. Asian Surfing Championships. Ramesh Budiyal becomes first Indian to win medal in open men's category. In the Asian Surfing Championships, Ramesh Budiyal became the first Indian to win a medal, securing bronze in open men's category in Mahabalipuram, Tamil Nadu today. Budiyal, also the first Indian to reach the medal round, scored 12.6 points to finish third. Korea's Kanoa Hije took gold with 15.17 points, while Indonesia's Pejar Ariana claimed silver with 14.57. That wraps up World This Week. Thank you for tuning in. We shall meet with more updates next week. Stay curious, stay informed, and have a great week ahead. Until then, this is Dhruvan Shankar signing off. Thank you and have a great day.